Good morning students. Our topic for today's class is integer, and we will start with the addition and the subtraction of the integers. We know that what are integers? Integers includes all the whole numbers with their negative values, right? All the negative values and all the positive values with the zero itself. So we will start with the addition and subtraction of the integer. So whenever we are going for the addition or subtraction of the two integers, we need to follow two rules. One rule is that if the integers have same sign, right? If the integers are having the same sign, then what we need to do, add their absolute values and keep the same sign. What I am saying, if two integers have same sign, for example I am saying plus 5 and plus 3, right? For plus 5, what is its absolute value? 5. For plus 3, what is its absolute value? 3, right? So add their absolute value. 5 plus 3, how much? 8, and keep the same sign. What is the same sign over here? Plus. So result will be plus 8. Similarly, if I am having minus 5 minus 3. Now this is the operation where both the terms, both the integers are having same sign. It is having negative sign, it is also having negative sign, right? Then if the integers have same sign, add their absolute value. So for this one, minus 5, absolute value of minus 5 is what? 5. Absolute value of minus 3 is what? 3. So add their absolute value. So it will become how much? 5 plus 3 is what? 8. So I will write 8 over here and keep the same sign. What is the sign over here? Minus. So result will be minus 8. Similarly, if I am taking minus 1, minus 2, what I need to do? 1 plus 2, how much? 3. I will put 3 and the same sign I will put over here, right? So this is the first rule, that if the integers have same sign, add their absolute values and keep the same sign, right? So our second property is, so if the integers have different sign, then what you need to do? If the integers are having different sign, then find the difference of their absolute values and keep the sign of greater integer. I will explain you with the example. For example, I am having plus 5 and minus 8. Now both 5 and 8 both are integers, but both are having different sign. This is having plus sign and this one is having minus sign. Now what we need to do, find the value of their absolute values, find the difference of. So absolute value of plus 5 is what? 5. Absolute value of minus 8 is what? 8. Find the difference. So difference will be what? 8 minus 5, it will be 3. So find the difference of their absolute values and keep the sign of greater integer. Now 5 and 8, which one is greater? 8. And what is its sign? Minus, right? So we need to put the sign of greater term. Again, if I am taking an example, minus 8 and I am putting plus 7, right? Okay, what I need to do? Different signs are there. So first what I need to do, I need to calculate the difference of the absolute values of both. Minus 8, 8, and the absolute value of 7, 8 minus 7, 1. So 1. Now which one is greater? 8 is greater or 7? 8 is greater and it is having minus sign. So just put it over here. So whenever the integers have different sign, then you need to find the difference of the absolute values and the sign will be the sign of the greater integer. In the question, in the both of the integers, which one is having the higher term, and the sign of that will be in the answer. So next is the properties of subtraction and the addition of integers, right? We have learned that what are integers and how to add or subtract. Now what are the properties? So first properties for the addition and subtraction is the closure property. What the closure property states that either you are adding two integers or either you are subtracting two integers. The answer will always be integer. And to check it, if I am saying for example 16 plus 2, I am adding two integers. What is the answer? 18. 18 is also integer. That means when I am adding two integer, the result is also integer. Now if I am subtracting two integers, the result is always, see, 16 minus 2 is how much? 14. That means if I am subtracting the integers, the result is integer. Whatever be the result I am taking. If I am taking for example minus 5 plus 29, right? What is the result? It is 9 minus 5 is 24. The result is integer. So it is the closure property. So closure property states that the sum of two integer is always an integer. Also, the subtraction of two integers is always an integer. So this is a closure property. Next is a commutative property. In commutative property, we change the places of the integers, right? So we need to find out either the commutative property is being held in the addition or in the subtraction or not. So first we will try for the addition. For example, if I am writing 3 plus 9 or I am writing 9 plus 3, will the both will be equal or not? See, 3 plus 9 is how much? 12. And 9 plus 3 is what? 12. That means the commutative property is held in case of addition. That means addition of two integers will be there for the addition. Any example I can write? If I am writing minus 48 plus 15, I am adding two numbers, right? Is it 5 plus minus 48 or not? Let us check it. So what will be the answer? 3 and this is minus 33. Same over here, the result will be minus 33. That means if I am changing the places in case of addition, see, operation is addition over here. So in case of addition, if I am changing the places of the terms, if I am adding 2 plus 4 or either 4 plus 2, the result will be same, right? That means commutative property is true for the addition. Now I will check for the commutative property for the subtraction. For example, for subtraction, if I am writing 9 minus 3 and over here I am writing 3 minus 9, the sign is minus. Now is it true? See, 9 minus 3 is how much? 6. But 3 minus 9 is how much? Minus 6. Both are equal? No. Similarly, if I am having, for example, if I say that 15 minus, I am writing over here plus 20 and then I am writing plus 20 and minus 15 over here. Now check the results. Minus 15 minus 20, what the result will be? It will be what? Minus 5. And for here it is 5. Both are equal? No. Right? That means commutative property is true for addition but not true for subtraction, right? That means in case of addition of two integers, the commutative property will be true, but in case of subtraction of two integers, the commutative property will not be true. Our next property is the associative property. Again, for the associative property, we will check for the addition as well as for the subtraction. Let's check for addition. In case of associative property, we need to check the groupism, right? How the grouping is done. Either the grouping affect the addition or not. Either the grouping affect the subtraction or not. For example, if I am taking 2 plus 6 plus minus 3 and this I am putting in bracket. First grouping is there, right? Bracket is over here. Now, second grouping I am done doing like that. 2 plus 6 and then now second grouping I am doing like that. Either both are true or not. So how it will be done? First I am checking this one. See, this plus 2, this plus 6, then plus sign, minus 3. All terms are same. But what the difference is there? First I have grouped it over here. In second I have grouped plus 6 and minus 3. Now let us check this one. 6 plus 2 is what? 8. And then plus minus 3. It will become plus minus minus and 8 minus 3. The result is 5. Right? Now check it for the second grouping. So 2 plus in this 6 plus minus minus 3. Then 2 plus 6 minus 3 is how much? It is 3. And 3 plus 2 is how much? 5. See, in both the cases the results are same. So that means in case of addition the associative property is true. So or either I can write A plus B plus C will be equal to A plus B plus C. Right? That means grouping does not affect the addition of the integers. Next, I am checking it for the subtraction. Now let's check associative property for the subtraction. I am taking an example 3 minus 8 minus 9. First, I have done grouping over here. Same term I am writing, right? And now the grouping I have done over here. Now check the results. See, terms I have taken the same. Instead of addition I am doing over here subtraction, and grouping I have done different. Now check the results. First we need to solve the bracket. 3 minus 8 is how much? Minus 5 and then minus 9. How much it is coming when the same signs are there? Add that and then same sign. The result is this one. Now check it over here. 3 minus 8 minus 9. 8 minus 9 will be minus 1, right? Then 3 minus minus plus. Is it true? What we have done? In first case we get the result minus 14, but in second case we got the result 4. That means associative property is not true for the subtraction. Or we can write that A minus B minus C will not be equal to A minus B minus C. That means your associative property is true for the addition, but it is untrue for the subtraction. Our next property is the additive identity. Next is, so in additive identity, what we need to check, either the 0 is being added in subtraction or addition, the result is being affected or not, right? If, for example, I am taking for positive integer, I am taking 48 plus 0. What is the result? The number itself, right? If I am doing minus 48 plus 0, again minus 48, right? That means we observe that whenever 0 is added to any integer, if I am writing 2 plus 0, 3 plus 0, whatever I am writing, right? The result is number itself, right? So we can say that A plus 0 will always be equal to 0 plus A, or will be the integer itself, right? So you can say 0 is what? It is the additive identity. So these are all the properties of the addition and the subtraction of the integer. First, what was the property? The closure property, right? Second one was the commutative property. Third, additive property. And the last one was the additive identity. These are all the properties for the integers. For the subtraction and the addition of the integers, Depending upon that, you will solve the questions, and in next we will learn about the properties of the multiplication and the division of the integers.